What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about Bhad Bhabie, and she finally spoke out about what happened at her ranch, and she's going to be telling the truth and nothing but the truth about what happened over there. So, yeah. So without any further ado, let's just get into the episode. Okay. So, Dr. Phil, what you did that was shady. I'm like, yo, like I know you're making a lot of money, and you're most likely making a lot of money from, sending those kids to True About Ranch, that place where we're supposed to help teens, be on their best behavior, even little kids. But come on, man, like don't send them to places like that, and they're overall, having a much worse life than they was having at home. I'm like, nah, nah, you can't be doing stuff like that, Dr. Phil. That's not right. All right, it just makes you look as bad as the teenager or the little kid. I'm like, wow. Like, after Bhad Bhabie told her story about what happened at that ranch, I'm like, yo, what is good with you? What's good with you, fam? Like, you really need money that bad where you can just send kids anywhere? And you knew exactly what you was doing, too, because as I saw you on the news, you had that face where you was like, oh man, I'm a sneaky person. Oh, man, I got what I want. I got my money. Like, your eyes speak money. And your mouth speaks, oh, I just did something good. You know what I mean? Like, and you didn't even look apologetic or anything. He was like, well, it's not my problem. Like, whatever happens. Like, that's between the kid and the parent. I'm like, nah. I know you shouldn't be taking, full responsibility for this because, hey, it's not your kid. That you have a good point there. That's a fair point. However, you are responsible for sending these kids and kids like Bhad Bhabie to these places, right? So yeah, you have to hold yourself accountable for that. Like, you gotta hold some responsibility to that. Not fully, but to an extent, right? You gotta hold some accountability there. Yeah, and as for Bhad Bhabie, I know she couldn't really, speak up about this in the past because, hey, that's when everything was going on, and she, of course, people was like, oh, you should keep your mouth shut and stuff. But, at a certain point, you're gonna have to talk about it, alright? And, she's gotten stories about kids who are experiencing the same thing that she experienced, or at least similar experiences. And, what I find funny is that there was one person who didn't experience none of that. So, and they knew who Bhad Bhabie was. So, which I find to be kind of odd. So, the story that Bhad Bhabie told me about that ranch, it did have me raise an eyebrow, had me suspicious, So yeah, like, people do have different experiences at different places, even regardless if the place is bad or good, as far as vibes or as far as people, whatever, right? But yeah, like, I'll let you guys be the judge of whether Bhad Bhabie's like telling the full truth or she just making up stuff. I don't know. Like, maybe Dr. Phil isn't completely in the wrong after all. Who knows? But I feel like, after hearing everything I heard so far, I'm like, yeah, what Bhad Bhabie says seemed believable. Like, of course I took what she said with a grain of salt, but I was like, yeah, she showed receipts and everything. So I don't know. It looked legit to me. The receipts looked legit to me. So yeah. But yeah. But I'm happy that she's getting. That she's finally speaking up about this, and she's getting the attention that she deserves, because this is messed up. It really is, and I felt like I was there. Even I wasn't. I'm like, yo. So Turnabout Ranch, you guys are a piece of human trash for doing what you did to those kids, especially Bhad Bhabie. And now she's a public figure. She's her voice is being heard. So when she says something, everybody listens. All right. So yeah, Turnabout Ranch, you guys. There's something about you guys we don't know about. Like, and I saw one of your videos. You was like, oh, we do good here. We do this and we do that. Well, that's not what I've been hearing. Cause is this the same Turnabout Ranch I heard about before? Like, come on, man. But anyways, yeah, this is messed up. So yeah, this is really foul. But yeah. So yeah, and of course, Bhad Bhabie wasn't accepting Dr. Phil's apology. I mean, if this was happening to me, let's just say this was true, right? This could be false. This could be partially false, partially true. We don't know. But let's just say it is true, right? I would accept it either, because I'm like, you're not really sorry. Like, you're just saying sorry because you got caught. All right, that's what it is. You got caught red-handed. But yeah, you got caught in 4K, Dr. Phil. You messed up, fam. You messed up when you did that. So I'm like, you was doing good on the show, but you were trying to be this nice guy, but behind the scenes, you're not like that. So you're just milking everything you can to get that cash. And I know, I get it. You got things to do with that money, but still, it's just not right. So I just can't support scumbag. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but it is what it is. But if it is fake, or false and all that, I'm like, Bhad Bhabie, don't create stories like that, because there's people out there who are actually suffer from that, like abuse and all that stuff. So yeah, but I believe her. You know what I'm saying? I do believe Bhad Bhabie's story. It seems believable. It seems legit. So she seemed frustrated about it. She didn't seem like she was hiding something, or hiding something like people smiling or smirking behind the scenes or anything like, or try to do it on camera, try to front like, oh, this is a real story. So yeah, even though people do seem serious when they're lying, so that's a fair point too. So you never know. But yeah. But with all that being said, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. So yeah. If you guys enjoy listening to this episode, then follow my podcast. All right. After you follow my podcast, check out the other episodes that have in this podcast as well. So that way you can get those episodes listened as well. All right. Make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new episode. And yeah, check out my 5 other podcasts. All right, because I'm trying to be active on all of them. I'm trying to post a lot on those as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and also stay tuned for more episodes, because I have many more episodes that I'm trying to come out with for this podcast. So yeah, I'm working on a lot. So yeah, not just podcast episodes, but YouTube videos as well. And yeah, and speaking of YouTube, check out my 12 YouTube channels. Yeah, I have 12 now, so yeah. Basically, yeah, I have every channel set up, so it's all good. Everything's working properly. So if you want to go check out a channel, you can, and watch the videos on it. So yeah, that's about it. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.